Kitty! Kitty!
Hello and welcome back to my
Oh, let's add, let's add subtitles to all of this so everyone will be able to understand. I hope those generated subtitles are not that good, but still, this still is better than nothing. Give me a moment. We can continue.
channel. If you're new here, I am Sam. Today I'm going to be talking about
E.T.
Today I'm going to be talking about the things that I struggle with still as an autistic adult. Now this is obviously a totally personal list. Just because I struggle with these things doesn't mean that every autistic person will.
Yeah, as we established that previously, autism is spectrum, so not everyone will have the same problem as any other person.
But I just thought I would try and give you an insight into what it's like. I mean, I'm kind of aware that on the outside I look like I've got everything together, but there are quite a lot of things I struggle with internally, and hopefully this will shed a bit of light on that.
Yeah, as I said, we very often we have a mask. We are masking and hide every problem that we have, and we hide every every aspect of our autism. Sometimes this mask can fall a little bit, but near non-divergent person, we have those masks and we are not putting this mask out. No, not fully at least, unfortunately.
Sorry if I'm speaking a little bit softer, I have a little bit of sore throat today. So, number one, sensory issues. Now, this is actually something that I have felt is getting worse with.
Yeah, I think I can add. This remind me about one thing. A lot of people can say I am a cold person, not that emotionally cold, but I like to feel cold. When I'm in my room, I want to my room be a little colder than for normal people. That's why there is some issues with that, because people can say that the room is too cold, which for me it may be too hot to live. And same as I'm going to sleep, I like when my room is also cold, not like freezing cold or even little cold. It's just a little more below the average. I don't know, for my American viewers, I don't know how much is this. Wait a minute, I will check out. So 20 Celsius is 68 in Fahrenheit. Oh, we can go back here. So this is something I would say that this is average normal temperature, which for me even 16 Celsius is very optimal, I would say. And this is around 61 Fahrenheit. So you can see where this is going. Hi, Omi. Hi, how are you? You know what? I will change where everything is. No. Stop talking. Not yet. Here it goes here, and I can change to here, and this go full. Okay. Doing good. How are you? I just talking about autism. Um, I reaction. I'm like sharing my experience as autism, man with autism, and comparing with this woman with Sam. God damn it, I forgot. Yo Sam Di Sam, which people say she is very good with talking about autism, and we are comparing my experiences with her experiences because um, as we know, uh, autism is a spectrum that not everyone feel the same. So yeah, let us continue. Oh, gotcha. Sounds interesting. I thank you for saying that. I hope this is interesting. I try to be engaging and saying as much as this is needed and this is possible.
So, if you take, for example, if you're in the UK, you'll probably know the supermarket Asda, and it's like the Walmart equivalent. So basically, going in there is an assault on your senses, no matter who you are, because there's signs everywhere. There's no.
Yeah, like I previously said, when I go to the gallery, this is the issue where my sensories are dramatically overloaded, where there is a lot of lights, there is a lot of different smells. There's a music, there's the nuts, there is a lot of people that talk, and as a normal person, non-divergent person, uh, they can like prioritize everything. It's not that uh, let's say harmful, but I know this is not harmful per se. It's more like very irritating. Mm, Divergent person, autistic person, cannot prioritize all of this. It hits all of this at once. Everything smells, sounds. God damn it, my pen is not working. What? God damn it. Smell, sounds, signs. It's all getting to me at one moment. Everything is prioritized as most. So every gallery, every supermarket, it's a tough moment for me. I can go for 15 minutes where I starting to getting a headache, but after, for example, half an hour, I just want to run away and never come back. It's so devastating for me that uh, that's why I prefer small shops where there is not that many people, where the music is a little silence, where not that many signs that I need to look at. So yeah, this is a problem. Sensory overloaded is a real issue for um, autistic person, and I don't know how it is in America or even other the European countries, but in Poland we have something called silent hours, where I think for 1 hour every ad, every music will not be played. It's totally silence. It gives a little bit, but remember there's still people that talk. There's still signs that are glowing, which are not good for our sensor overloading. It's fine that the government did something with that, but I think this is still not enough. But I am still thankful for that.
noise everywhere. Um, there are smells everywhere a lot of the time. There's people everywhere.
Yeah, the worst is with the smells. I remember that when I lived in a different city than right now, I went to, um, I think, one of the biggest gallery in the Poland, but I might be mistake right now. And there is one. There were, I think, there is still one corner where is at least 4 shops with different perfumes. I tried to avoid that corner at any cost because I thought that with the all the smells I took, I would throw everything out. It's so overloading for me. It's not that good.
And this is the kind of thing that can easily lead me into maybe not quite a meltdown for me, but certainly shutdown.
Yeah. For people who don't know what meltdown and shutdown is, I will shortly describe this. Shutdown is where we try to close for every sensory, for every emotion, and we try to regulate it, which is very hard. And meltdown is when our emotions from those with everything with outside emotions with outside sensories, it's so intense that we are throwing everything out and we started to be aggressive is a strong word. I wouldn't use that, but for sure we not we started to be kind. We're starting to be very mean of everything because we need to throw every emotion that gets to us.
And so that's something that I have struggled with. Um,
Kitty.
And now that I live in the Netherlands, they have a supermarket here called Albert Heijn, which has been trialing these autism hours.
Yeah, so as we can see, at least in Netherlands, at least one supermarket has those autism hour, silent hour. I think in Poland it called silent hour. That for 1 hour or 1 or 2 hour, I don't remember correctly right now. There is totally silence where no ads or no music is played. But there are still people who like to talk and talk a lot and talk loud. So yeah.
Like 1 hour a week, they turn off the fluorescent lights and turn off all the booping noises, and it's supposed to be really awesome for people with autism, but it's kind of like, I don't know, why can't they do that the whole time? Why does shopping in a supermarket have to be an assault on the senses?
Because money, because advertising. Unfortunately, they will not give us a hand and help us with taking this all hours because they need to sell things. They need to advertise everything all time, and people like hearing a music in the background. They really want to do this, so that's why they're playing every time they're going when you're going to the supermarkets to make this everything as pleasant as possible, so you will throw away as much money as this is possible. This is psychology, unfortunately. If that wouldn't work, they wouldn't do this, but it's working.
So for me, we actually go to kind of like a Costco style place now for shopping, and a huge benefit of that, even though it's really big and there's a lot of stuff in there, so it's overwhelming in some ways, there's never anyone in there. Which means that I can take my time, it's not too noisy, and I don't get stressed out because...
Yeah, like I previously said, I also like when I go into the shop where there nearly nobody. That's why when I'm right now on a sick leave, I like to go to the shop while working hours where there are not a lot of people. When I can just go, take my time, think, and not be around a lot of people, because this is also something that I hate. Be around a lot of people that I don't know. I don't know them, so I just want to run away from them as fast as possible. This is not something like I started to get it shut down and run away, but this is something very, very, very unpleasant.
I sort of think, I mean, I make lists before I go to the supermarket, because if I have to think on my feet, I can't think when there is noise and stuff like that going on. So that's kind of like the main thing.
Yeah, sorry. I clicked alt. Uh, yeah. Here's my problem. I often forget the list. To make a list, and because of that, I often starting to lose a focus on what I should buy, and sometimes I buy things that I don't really want to. Maybe not want to, that I don't need to. Here's something snack. Here's something extra. Something else, and after that I see that I don't need those. I could save, but I couldn't focus on what I should buy.
That sensory issues impact in my life. The other thing is when I do go out with friends or whatever, or go to a bar, the noise is sometimes so much because obviously they pump the music up to keep atmosphere. And then when there's a lot of people, if it's a small place, it's crowded. There's like a lot going on, and actually I struggle to hear. And this is kind of part of the sensory processing issues. I've had my hearing tested multiple times as a teenager because I had this problem even as a teenager.
Uh, I need to say at that still I have a problem to go uh, to crowded pubs. I Okay, with a group of friends, it's somehow manageable. But for example, if I'm going with my fiance only, it's hard. It's very hard. I would prefer going to the a little worse bar, pub. But if there is a little less person, I'm in. Still.
Whereas like all the background noise, you can hear everything the same. So like somebody talking on the next table is kind of, you can hear that just as well as the person next to you.
Yeah, prioritizing our hearing is not manageable. We just have this and we cannot control it, which is so irritating.
So if you have a situation where there's all this noise, I spend most of these times just basically like trying to, like an old person, I should get an ear trumpet. But I really struggle to differentiate sounds unless I'm like talking right to the person and they're right there. So if you're in a group situation, that kind of exacerbates it. So this
Yeah, when a lot of people start talking at the same time, I losing track what they are talking about, and I'm losing it. Just I don't know what they are talking about. I'm not. I think I stopped even trying to know what they're talking about, because it's not possible for me to track all the words at one time.
sensory stuff, that's pretty much what it affects. Obviously, when you are in control of your own environment inside of your house, you make adjustments to deal with that. So, you have the right kind of lighting and you can keep it quiet.
Yeah, not every time, because if there are other people that living in the same house, um, sometimes you must uh, change things of your living to them. not on the other way. Not they will change to you.
And so these are the things that don't really bother me too much. The only thing that I would say is just like I'm extremely sensitive to things going on in my body, things going on with my clothes.
Previously said I don't have any issue with the clothes, but there is still that one thing with sticking fabric with the size, with the brand, that it always irritates me. Even now I feel it, and a little irritating. I started to like tolerate it to some level, but I still feel it, and I still sometimes tracking focus because I feel it, and I can do anything about it. About this, maybe not right now.
And so it's just like I'm just more sensitive than the average person. But the sensory overload thing is really only if I go out to places like supermarkets. I don't go to concerts because exactly that.
Which is strange for me. I went on a concert for one of my favorite band, and I didn't mind the people before concert and after concert. Yes, it was irritating, but during concert, that there were people there, that the band was very loud, that people were singing with them, I didn't mind. Maybe because I was prepared for this, and I want to be part of this. Not that I forcefully be part of this, but willingly. I don't know. I I would like to hear how every other person have with that.
Any kind of like festivals or anything like that can prove tricky. But
Yeah, I don't go to festivals. Too many people. Food is expensive. Drinks are expensive. And so no, thank you.
now I have a pair of noise cancelling headphones. It is.
God damn it! I want those. I have noise cancelling headphones, but they're like normal headphones, that they are around your ear, and I want those to put inside your ears. If there were headphones with listening to something I will play on my phone, god damn it! Oh Jesus! Oh my god! I want those. Sorry.
Is much better. So, number 2, loud and confusing social situations.
Yeah, like I said previously, chit chat is not understandable for me. I like to share knowledge, I like to share experiences, I like to share informations. But, like I said previously, talking just to talk doesn't make sense for me. It's so strange. While chit chat people share informations by facial express, by body language, even behind the words that they're sharing, how they say words. It's too confusing for me. And sometimes I am in a little trouble because I couldn't understand that.
And what I mean by that is if you have a group of probably like 3 or more people, but let's say you have a group of 6 people and they're all having a conversation, I struggle to keep track of that, and I struggle to know when to interject. So it seems like I'm interrupting because I'm trying to say something, but I'm not. I don't have this like natural sense of the conversation with.
I want to add something, but I don't really know if I should. Maybe not should. If I have something to add. This is a perfect saying about the conversation about neurodivergent with a non-neurodivergent person or persons in this moment. Because if there is for example, two or even more persons beside me, and they start talking, I don't know where I should put myself, start when I start talking. Maybe I am irritating right now. Maybe I something post. Maybe I something interrupted that I shouldn't. I don't know. Maybe there's a moment that I hear, okay, I can add something right now, and right now, because I couldn't take the moment from the chat, I started to think, I just interrupted into something very important. God damn it.
A group of people, whereas if it's one-on-one, that's a lot easier for me to focus on. So yeah, I'm not really like a big...
Yeah, and even that, it's sometimes not that easy. Even when we are talking one-to-one person.
Big group person. I will say that the one thing that does help in these situations is alcohol, because it like numbs my sense of trying to keep track of everything.
Yeah, alcohol maybe not destroying, because this is not the destructible thing, but numbing is a good word. Everything that we learned as to behave as a non-neurodivergent person is just vanishing for time of when alcohol is in our veins. We just start forgetting how it works.
So that's maybe not like a good thing. And I definitely used to drink alcohol when I was in my early 20s to try and help with this.
I don't know if I tried to help with this, but it was, I don't know. Or maybe. Or maybe I was. That's interesting. Because early in 20s I also used to drink. And with time, I don't know, after 25th birthday, I slowly start to going into very, very little alcohol, occasional, maybe twice a year on New Year and on my birthday. That's all. And it's maybe 1-2 beers. But to help with social interaction, that's a good thing to thought about, really. I never thought about that I could drink alcohol to get better in the interaction with the people. It may be possible. I need to think about that.
Obviously, that's not really a great long-term strategy.
Yeah, because it will go. This is a straight way to the alcoholism.
So these social situations can be kind of exhausting for me, and that's really the thing. Is like I'm trying so hard to keep up, and sometimes I can keep up, but it comes at a price, and the price is usually later that day or the next day or the next week, depending on how much effort I had to put into. So for example, at my own wedding, it was like it took me a couple of weeks to recover because it was just very intense.
Yeah, like I said, those interactions it will always cost us. No matter no matter how much, it will always cost us. Sometimes days, sometimes weeks, but it's our social battery will need to recover, which later people think that I don't want to see them. I want to see them, but not right now. I need to regenerate. And it takes much longer for me than for you. Maybe for you it will take, I don't know, hours or maybe one day. For me, it may take even a week.
Seeing a lot of people that I hadn't seen in a while. So you know, it's things like that. But now that I'm more aware of it, I think I'm probably able to, you know, give myself the time and the space that I need for that.
Yeah, and also we need to say to people that there is something like this, that we need to regenerate. Because if we force ourselves without regenerating our social battery, it will cost us later even more, even much more. So we need to look after that. We just can't force ourselves to see people in the way that we cannot regenerate. Because later on, it will not talk with them a week. It's possible that we'll never talk to them, because we did, or even other people, because we will struggle to have even a small conversation. I knew something about that, okay? And because of that, I lose many friends.
Number 3 is executive function. Now, what is that, you might ask? You probably know if you're watching this video that it's basically the organizing and planning, switching between tasks, and like...
Switching between tasks. The most horrible thing for my autistic mind. I hate switching tasks. If I start something, I want to finish this. If I start cooking, I want to finish a dish. If I start cleaning, I want to finish a cleaning. If I start, I don't know, I have free time and I started playing a game, I want to use a time that I planned for playing a game. I hate when someone, even worse, when someone asks me to come after, I don't know, after 15 minutes. So I took my 15 minutes with the watch in my hand. I took my 15 minutes. I went to them. They're angry because they didn't mean 15 minutes. They wanted me to be after 5 minutes. And they're like, nah, right now it doesn't matter. God. Why? Just why? You wanted me, for example, to help. And right now you're telling me it doesn't matter. I just planned for you my time. Please take this. Because right now I need to. It's like. It's like segregating or like putting in good way blocks, wooden blocks. And it's perfectly. It's everything perfect. And someone just took one block and everything crumbled. And I must do it again. And God protect you if you came after an hour and say, you know what, I need your help. I'm just going into killer mode in that moment. I just really want to go into killer mode.
regulating your attention and regulating your emotion. Regulating emotion maybe is not so relevant at this point, but executive function is the one part of autism that actually makes me feel like I have a disorder. And it's something that I've struggled with my whole life, and I don't feel it's getting better. If anything, it's getting worse, because becoming a mother and having so much more sensory stuff going on.
Yeah, right now, even if I'm 31, I don't feel to be a father in any way. Because thinking how little infant child, it's very noisy, very active. It is everywhere. It is screaming. It needs a lot of attention. It's not its fault. It's just alive. And I need to be responsible for that. And I don't think I can make it. I don't feel I will make it. I have my little child. Just want my attention. What's up, Ruby? What's up, Doggo? Come here. Come here. Yeah. Yes, my little dog. Yes, my little doggo. Yes, you are my child. You are my child. Yes. No. No. He liked to lick my ear with my how it say? God damn it. Earrings? Earring. Yes, you just sweet little child of mine. Even I'm just happy because I can take care of you. Yes, you get food, you get water, you get my attention, you can get long walks. Yes, yes, you're a happy little dog. You are a happy little dog. Yes, I love you too. I love you too.
You know, every day you've got a little child in your ear, in your face. It makes me less able to do the other things that I usually, I had a weakness before, but now it's like kind of a deficit. So I mean,
Yeah, and children often have their own needs that we need to fulfill. Because we are adults, we need to take care of those childs. And those can destroy our plans for a day, which is very often devastating.
what this looks like in reality is that I'm sort of seem chronically disorganized. But funnily enough, to some people, I seem organized because I have all these strategies that I'm desperately trying to enact. And I have been trying for most of my life to do stuff like this. The amount of planners I've gone through, different ways to do.
Yeah, I also try to plan things, sometimes even too much. But life showing me that often I cannot plan anything, and I stopped, which is frustrating most of the time for me because I know that I need to do something and I'm forgetting about that because I didn't plan that. And I need to learn anew to do this because I'm forgetting too much stuff to do. And later on, I am in chaos because I know I need to do something and I cannot do it right now because I'm doing something else. But both things are very, very important. What to do?
Do things, planning your meals, planning your I don't know what. It's not something that comes naturally to me, and the hardest thing for me is the household stuff. So
Yeah, don't Don't remind me about that.
You know, for years I've tried to get onto a schedule with like Monday I clean the kitchen and Tuesday I clean the bathroom, that kind of thing. But then I will get thrown out of whack because I'll go on holiday or something. Or not holiday, that sounds like I'm always on holiday. But like, you know, something will happen, or maybe I'll have a guest that weekend or something like that. My whole thing will get thrown off. I'll forget to start again, or it'll start, but it'll start on the wrong day. And then it's like the whole thing is out of whack and I can't pick it up again.
Yeah, as an autistic person, I can say we love repetitive actions. Uh, just like my going out with a dog. I always wake up, and first thing is I'm going on a walk with a dog. No matter what. I don't eat, I don't do anything, I'm just going on a walk with my dog. Later on, at 5 p.m., I again going on a walk with my dog. This is something saint for me. Not saint. Like very important. You can understand that. We like repetitive actions, and if we cannot do this at the very same time, at the very same day, we're just getting frustrating, and everything is throwing out. Everything went into chaos because we need to organize once again. And if this goes once again, this is something throw in. I'll throw out, and we need to reorganize once again. This is very exhausting. This is very painful. Yeah, moving on.
And so it's like my life is constantly trying to get back onto this schedule that I'm doing.
Or you try reorganize, which is even more harder.
And a lot of the times failing.
You don't need to remind me that, please.
But this is something that I'm on a waiting list for some support here in the Netherlands, which is nice that they give support. And this is the kind of thing that they'll be helping with, like planning tasks, organizing your life. I mean, paperwork is pretty much my nightmare.
I don't want to add anything.
And it's hard for me to stop blaming myself because I've spent my whole life being like, well, I'm lazy.
Yeah, same thing. If I don't do this, if I don't make things that like I organized, my head just love blaming me for this. That I'm lazy, that I'm worthless, that I need to get better, and as a society get tough up. It's all your fault. You should do better. You always can do better. You're just lazy. Try again more. For those comments, I would like to punch someone in the face.
Or I'm stupid. Why can't I do this? And so I'm finally just allowing myself to be like, well, this is the autism. So how can I work with?
Okay, I need to add an asterisk to this because okay, I didn't do something. It's autism. Okay, we can say that. But for example, if we need to pay loans, if we need to do taxes, the government or banks will not take this as something for like reason to be late with the payments or with the taxes. You just need to do. So remember about very important things that they will not get your autism something that make you get special treatment. No, 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 no. They will not do that. They want money. So remember, this is one asterisk I need to add. Okay, you didn't did your chores. It was problem because of the planning, because you have autism. Okay, doesn't matter. Nothing happened. But remember, there are organizations and people higher than you. Same as work. If you're going to the work, you're going to the work. It's not like, oh, I had a organization plan, my organization failed and I needed to go later to sleep and I couldn't wake up on time. No, no, no. Your autism doesn't matter. You need to go to work because screw you. You don't get special treatment.
How can I work with the way that my brain works? And this is something that's actually quite a lot of overlap with ADHD in adults too. Is this?
Yeah, I think 10 maybe years ago. I'm here to talk smack about Spade. Jesus Christ. How are you doing, Lindsay? I'm good, thank you. I'm just talking about how autism looks like, and right now we're talking about what the hell am I not doing? Okay. What adult with the autism is struggling with? So I'm going pretty good, thank you, Cyrus. And what I were talking about? What my dog is doing? Leave this alone. No. There's an empty plate with my food. Well, it was food, right now it's empty. Yeah. Around 10 years ago, doctor says that autism and ADHD cannot be at the same time on one person, which is we know it's not true. Autism and ADHD can be in the very same person at the very same time. It's called ADHD. God damn it. Ruby. Little bastard. So yeah, we know that this is possible. I am a good example. I have ADD and autism. And I'm struggling with both of those things. I'm still learning how to live with them. It's not easy. It's not. But I'm learning. And God damn it. You want this plate? Give me a minute. Here, you have a thread. Yes, be chill. Autistic. Yeah, something like that. You wanna ban? You really want me to ban you? Let's get moving.
Chronic disorganization. So that's something that I need to work on because it makes me extremely anxious to never have my shit in order. But it's also something that is the hardest for me to work on.
Yeah, organization is a very tough problem for people with the autism and ADHD. So we are planning, but those plans never comes, and we later on are anxious because plans are never come. And Jesus Christ, just take my life away. Took me a bit, but finally got you. You really want to ban me? I will ban you one day.
Right, so what else? Relating to people and making small talk.
Jesus Christ, I talk about this so much and I will tell this even more. I don't understand small talks. These are something. No, I don't understand them. Why? Small talks are to talk. Talk for talk. I don't understand this. I want share information, share experience, share knowledge. It's so good. But talk to talk, it's something that it's impossible for me to understand because body language, facial expression, hiding emotion behind words. Why? None. I have question for non-divergent people. Why? Why you do this? Why for? Why you cannot be direct? I don't want to read your language from a body. I don't want to read your facial expression because I can't. I can learn another 30 years and I will still not be able to read properly. God damn it, people. I just want information. Why? What want me? Just say some. What do you want to talk to me? Just say. I'm not you hiding behind your language, behind your body, behind your facial expression, behind emotion, behind the words. I just want to know. So stop with your riddles. God damn it.
Even relating to my friends is a struggle sometimes.
It's not even friends, it's a family, and even for my fiance, I still cannot read her behind facial expression and body language. It's
and like small talk, you know, people will chit chat about the weather, and I'm like, well, I've got my app, and I will tell you the weather forecast for the next 10 days.
Yeah, like I said, I can give you information, but why I should talk about why is cloudy today? What's the reason behind that?
And look at the humidity. I mean, guys, really. So I think I just don't get the point of small talk. And that's okay. I think it's pretty pointless, but
Thank you.
it does make things difficult in terms of social lubrication, which is another thing that I'm not very good at. Talking for the sake of talking.
Oh, someone understands me. Thank you.
Which is funny because I really can go on quite a lot. I'm aware of that.
Yes, we can talk a lot. We can throw every details about our fixation, but you know why? This is our fixation about things that we are interested in. We share knowledge. We share experiences, information, not talk to talk. Just for the sake of talking. This doesn't make any sense. Why? If that we have on chat are non-divergent people, that's okay. I will not shame you in any way. But tell me why? Why? I don't understand this. I want to understand this. This is pointless. Why we cannot be just straight with each other? Direct. Why you need to hide everything behind the emotions, behind the body language, behind the facial expressions? Why? I don't have any issue. I'm just stupid. Or maybe you're autistic. Who knows? Maybe you should check out. I will say, I am autistic man. I am autistic amoeba boy. And you know what? I'm fine. I live with that. But non-divergent people make me a horrible moment of my life. Unfortunately, That's how we live. That's how I live. That's how I work. It can be better. Can be. I'm trying. Trying. It is? No.
especially on camera. Um, but
And this is the funny thing. I not the same behind this avatar as I'm on as a real person, in real life person. I'm a little different. I am not that talkative. I'm not that open because this avatar make me a little different. I can be more open. I can talk more. I can be more myself than I am as myself. I don't know if this is. I don't know if this is understandable. Nah, I've been tested. The only thing I've ever been diagnosed with is depression, which I have a handle of ADHD, which I have a handle on mild for an anxiety, and I'm not always anxious. And when I'm anxiety it hits like a truck, and I just disappear for a few days to recover. Understandable. Uh, I am also diagnosed with depression, but this is mixed with fear. I don't know how to say it. Give me a moment. I have. Let's look for someone more. Give me a moment. Depression and anxiety states. Oh, so you see. I also have anxiety and depression. I have autism. I have ADD, not ADHD. ADHD. I have ADD. So this mechanical, it's absent for me. I don't move around. I think a lot, like with ADHD. I can talk a lot, like with the ADHD, but I don't move. But yeah, and I have very I have suspects of not seeing basic not basic complex emotions behind, not understanding complex emotions behind complex emotion, not behind with people, but universally around people and myself. So I don't remember how is its name even in my own language. Alexithymia. So yeah, I have I'm getting those like Pokemons. Great.
it's difficult, and I struggle to know whether I'm doing the right thing, whether I'm saying the right thing, or being emotional enough, or
Yeah, emotions for autistic people are very, very not that good to understand. So with autistic, with alexithymia, I have a hard time to see emotions. Oh my god, kill me.
motive. Is my face making the right expression? And when you're constantly trying to regulate rather than actually concentrate on the conversation,
Yeah, we're thinking all the time. We're thinking all the time how to say the word, which word I should say. If my body language looks okay, if my facial expressions looks okay, if I manage to have an eye contact for how long? 3 seconds, 5 seconds, 4.5 seconds? Okay, maybe that's enough. What should I do? I'm listening, but I'm still thinking if I'm sitting correctly, if my facial expression is okay. And after then half an hour, I forgetting what the person is talking about. Help.
Makes building relationships kind of tricky, unless you are with another neurodivergent person, I guess.
Yes. I don't know why, but when I'm other neurodivergent person, I'm no more open. I can talk more easily. Even this is something that sometimes people don't need to even say they are neurodivergent. It's like feeling that that person is neurodivergent. You understand? It's like it's just a feeling. That's with this person is not something not normal, because autism is normal. Let's say that loud. Autism is normal. It's different, but it's still normal. But the feeling that this with this person is not something. That feeling that he is a neurodivergent, so we are open to that person more easily because we can find subject more easily, because we know that this person, if he is neurodivergent, we don't need to think about our facial expression. We don't need to think about our body language, and we don't need to think what he's saying, because what he's thinking he's saying, not hiding, and we need to think what is behind those, if there is any emotion behind those words, what he's saying. Is there is a secret message, or he's just straightforward. No, I know this is getting to the point normally, without any goddamn place. I think this. I hope this is understandable.
But relating to people can be difficult because I know that I'm different from them on a fundamental level. And so that's something that I'm trying to work on, because I've spent so much of my life really trying so hard with friends. And in the last year or so, I've just been like a little bit more chill about the whole thing.
Yeah, we need to be more chill about it. People need to understand that we are trying, but they also need to try to understand us. It's like this is working two ways. If I'm trying, you should try to understand me. That's all. I want from you to understand me. How I work, that I'm not hiding anything. I'm direct with you. And if I say something that it looks like I am mean, that's not equal that I mean. I just want to say something, some point of information. Maybe I choose wrong words. Maybe I choose wrong moment. I don't know. You should tell me that I can correct myself. Damn it. I hope you understand me, what I'm talking about. Because when I get a little emotional, I'm starting to less thinking, more talking.
Trying to, like, if a friendship's meant to work out, then it'll work out, but like try not to push anything too much.
Yeah, because we know that if someone do not try to understand us, we will not try to make this friendship work. Just like that. That's how it works. That's how it works. We need to take care of ourselves. Because of the society, we are masking, and because of the mask, we are depleting our social battery very, very fast. And if we push with even more with our depleted social battery, we'll start to getting burnout. And with burnout, we're just vanishing from the life of others, from the work. After that, it's still our fault. Thanks, society. Thanks. Thanks for that, god damn it. Oh, I just want to check, but I can check this in OBS way. No, no, I cannot. Oh. Oh no 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 not this browser, not this browser, not this browser. I want to check something. I hope that I am understandable and I keep everything at least a little engaging, that I'm not talking very in a boring way. I really hope so. Okay. Kitty. Kitty.
I wish you could see her. She's so sweet, but I don't want to move the camera.
Kitty. Maybe in the future I will get a kitty with my dog to get along, because my dog is not like aggressive towards them. I think he's very interested in cats. He want to know them better, but let's say he is direct, but too direct.
So yeah, that's something that I do struggle with. But I find that the older I get and the more I know myself, the easier it does get. Because it means, like, if there's someone that I know I'm not going to get on with, I'm not trying to make them like me or anything.
Yes, because why? Why should we get along with a person who don't even try to understand us? This doesn't make sense.
And it means that I sort of know who I'm going to get on with a little bit better. So that is something that it has got easier since I was a child and since I was a teenager, but it is still difficult when the world expects, you know, adult behaviour to have a certain level of social competence that I sort of feel like I'm not quite there yet.
And will never be. To this level, will never be. That's why some old people seems like they're a little off. Older people will not say they have autism, even if we see. We live in a society, yes. Unfortunately, yes. God damn it! The society dictates the rules that we need to play with. If someone doesn't like the rules, it's your problem. But sometimes those rules are not even for everyone, especially for neurodivergent people. It's even better. With every year, it's getting better because we starting to making progress in mental healthness, about mental illnesses, about mental problems. It's a huge steps, but we still there are a lot of countries that mental health is something not important for the government. We still have a countries, my country for example, where the mental issue is a taboo. People don't want to talk about this. They don't want to acknowledge that they have mental problems. And later on, they will have a lot of problems because of that. Why? Why, god damn it? Why we cannot normalize it? Look, if, for example, someone have schizophrenia. Yes, this is normal. Maybe not normal, but people can get those. There's medicines, there's therapy for that. And what do you get for having that? You will be laughed. And people will say you are strange, you are dangerous, everything like that. And what about people with cancer? They have pity. People will say they're sorry, they will have a support. Of course, this is not the same because of the cancer you can die. But still. Oh, diabetes. This is better. This is something better. Diabetes and schizophrenia. Both are danger for our lives, but in this completely different way. But still, if you get diabetes, people will support you. And if you have schizophrenia, people will or laugh at you, or they will be scared of you. Thanks, society. Thanks for that.
And the last one. We're almost there, guys. Hang in there with me. The last thing that I struggle with the most is internal monologuing. And I think probably this is also similar for people with ADHD. But almost certainly there are others with autism who feel the way that I do, is that you constantly have something going on in your head. It gets very busy in there.
Yeah, you do not have silent head. Never. There are still thoughts that you cannot make them silent. You have still internal monologue about past, about present, about future. You're still talking to yourself, to imaginary people, that you are preparing for yourself for the future, that you try to redo, at least in the head, the past. You try to handle everything in the present by the internal monologue. I have very same thing. I'm making sometimes I'm making words that I live as a protagonist to make other thoughts that are devastating, to make them silent. But sometimes this is not possible, and those very very mean thoughts they're getting over. Then I have depression. Then I have anxiety. But yes, internal monologue is, I think, very common for the autistic people, and for I will not say about ADHD people, but for autistic, I think it's very popular.
And when I think I maybe said in the previous video, when I'm the quietest on the outside, sometimes that's when the most is going on in the inside. And it's, to be honest, it's kind of exhausting. It's almost like you have a driver in there that's just not letting you get any peace. And I mean, it doesn't help with the social situations like I was talking about, trying to relate to people and you're concentrating so hard on picking up all their cues and thinking, am I doing this right? Am I doing this right? And you're actually not really delving into a conversation with someone because you're still stuck up and living in your own head. And there are some times when my internal monologue is actually louder than the voices around me. So
for me, no. The loudest internal monologue is when it's quiet outside. That's why I like engaging games. That's why I like engaging talks with the people that I want to throw everything from myself. I don't like quiet because when it's quiet, it's loud in my head, and in non-good way. I make a video about that. I think yes, I made a video. Just let me check. Did I make a video about that? I nearly 100% sure that I made a video about those silent head YouTube studio. Give me a moment. Oh, I lost a subscription. Sniff. Yes. I will give you a link if you want to watch. You can later watch this. But yes, here you are. About those plays in my head when which is the loudest place. There's no moment in my life where it's quiet or is around me loud or inside me loud. I must choose which one is. That's why I like this stream. I see that those kind of streams are very likely to me. Why? I can talk and my talking overcome those things. I had a stream. I can tell you that. I had a stream. I was playing Winter Story. Yes, Vintage. I was playing Winter Story. And there is a moment where I was just walking from point A to point B. No music, just sounds of the walking, and chat was empty. Nobody was watching me. I think it was meltdown. I think it was meltdown when I nearly started crying because of my thoughts. I need to be engaged with a talking, with a game, with a music, anything. It cannot be silence. God damn it, this is hard. Good, I have my medicines and therapy.
I'm so deep into my own head that I don't hear what someone's saying in the room because this is louder. And that's the thing. It is exhausting living like that. And I think that's probably the reason that I've always been a big sleeper. I really love sleep, and
yeah, I love to sleep also, but my little demon wake me up pretty early. I love to sleep and I hate to sleep because I always think that I have not enough time on a day, especially when I was working. I thought that I have not nearly enough time for my things. Right now, when I am on a sick leave, I cannot do anything because I'm regenerating myself. I try to regenerate myself at least.
It takes me a long time to catch up with everything, and that's kind of like the price that you pay for being a high masker. As somebody who masks a lot, and a lot of people will be like, "Oh, you don't look autistic."
I hate those words. I remember I went to my cardiologist and I said that I have an autism. Chit chat, I open too much. I don't know why. I as an autistic person, when my mask is falling, I'm opening too much. And I said that I am autistic person, and she was like, you don't look like the autistic person. Thanks, because I may be masking all the time, 24 hours a day. You think this is funny? Those comments are harmful. They're very harmful. You don't like autistic. Well, you don't look like a doctor from a face. You wearing things, okay. You look like a doctor, but if I would like to see you on your free day, you don't like to look like a doctor. But you are, and I am autistic. Just because of the society, I need to. I don't need to. I have to wear a goddamn mask because people will look at me like for something strange, like for an idiot. And I should live in the society every day. When I'm meeting a friend, when I'm going to the shop, even if I'm going to the doctor, I have to mask. Good thing that I need to mask in front of my therapist. And here, I don't know why, but I'm wearing mask as a Lindsay, and it's more me than me. If you can understand that. God damn it, I'm mad right now. I'm sorry. I will not stop this. This is so stupid to hear. You don't look like autistic. How I should look like? How autistic person look like? For you? Huh? I'm fine. Okay, I had a little crash out. Okay, I'm sorry. Whew. Okay, let's move forward.
Well, no, but that's because I'm trying so hard not to. And that's a habit that I might break in the future. I don't know.
You will not. There is always a mask in front of people because if we go full autistic, people will not like this, and you will wear a mask anew. It's to know when to wear the mask, but not overuse it as your new face. In front of friends, you should drop a mask. When you're alone, you should drop a mask. In front of family, you should drop the mask. Because if you go to the every person without a mask, people will start looking at you very, very pleasant, in an unpleasant way.
But the price that you pay for masking is that you crash and you run out of energy.
Yes. And if you're forced, you will not only crash, you have a burnout. Look at me, I have a burnout. I cannot function in this society right now. I'm regenerating. I'm trying to get on my leg, get up, and start to live anew. Is it working? Let's say that. Slowly.
And especially when there's so much going on in your head in the first place, there isn't really a whole lot of energy to go around. Right, so my throat is packing up a little bit now. I can feel it gone from a tickle into a hoarse, sexy deep voice.
Yeah.
Not sexy. I hope that the sound even picked it.
When you're talking a lot of, it's possible that your throat will go a little sore. I hope that person it was 7 years ago, hydrated enough for that amount of talking, because how to say it? Even I feel that my throat is going a little sore, but I have something to hydrate it for. Fortunately.
Oh, all right. Anyway, I hope you like this video.
Yes.
If this resonates with you,
Yes.
please give me a thumbs up or leave a comment, or
we
let me know what you
thumb.
struggle with as an autistic adult, because like I said, it's really different from person to person, and I think
because
it's
it's
important
spectrum.
that people know what it is that autism is and how it does affect us on a day-to-day basis.
Yeah.
So thank you for watching. If you made it this far, you are very welcome. That doesn't make sense. What am I trying to say? You are appreciated, yeah. Sorry, the words are not really coming out today, but I wanted to make this video anyway. So yeah, give me a thumbs up and share this. It would mean a lot to me.
Oh, no, 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 no.